My name is Sarah and welcome to The Bookish Knitter. Today I'm coming to you with the start of a weekly reading vlog. Today is Saturday. It is the 9th of November. Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to the vlog. So this is, I'm going to be honest, the vlogs are probably going to be pretty boring. A lot of them are probably just going to be me sitting here updating you on what it is that I'm reading. Yeah, I'm super stoked to be back doing these. It has been a long time since I have done weekly reading vlogs, and I do really enjoy doing them. So I'm super happy. Like I said, they might not be the most interesting because most of them are probably just going to be me here, sitting here telling you what I'm reading, kind of giving you daily updates. I'm not going out much, to be honest. I'm not supposed to be really interacting with too many people for obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm feeling good today. I mentioned, if you watched my Friday reads last week, that I had been ill with nausea, and knock on wood, I have not had anything since, what day did I end up in hospital? Tuesday. So it's been almost a whole week, and I'm very happy about that. So yeah, but I thought I would share with you what I'm currently reading and where I'm at. And I've already gotten quite a bit of reading done today, so I'm very happy about that. I'm kind of alternating between watching a booktube video, then doing a bit of reading, watching a booktube video, doing some reading. And that's kind of how I like to do it because I'm sitting here with really not much else to do. I do get up every hour and I do some walking up and down the hall up here. I've been up and down the stairs twice today already for breakfast and then for lunch. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. And I also try and stand up and not just walk, but also do like some knee lifts and like walking side to side because I actually fell this morning. Not like oh my God, I tumbled down the stairs or something. But I was leaning over in here in the bedroom to pick something up off the floor and my legs gave out from underneath me and I fell on my butt. It was kind of embarrassing and it took me about 3 or 4 minutes to get up off the floor. I needed, we have this little bench here that holds the bed clothes, the sheets and stuff like that. So I had to actually help push myself back up. It was slow going, but I did it. I did it by myself. So I'm very proud of that. But that's the biggest thing is that's where I tend to be weak right now is my legs. Because if you think about it, I've been out of commission from walking and things like that since the beginning of October. I spent almost the whole month of October in bed. So my legs are just jelly, right? In the shower, which I can shower by myself. I'm very happy about that. My brother actually bought, I feel like, my husband's like, I didn't realize I was married to a little old lady. I'm like, well, you are for a little bit of time. Those, they grip to the wall and it's something you can hold on to. And at first I thought, oh, I don't need that. But believe me, it's been helpful because I find even just resting my hand on it makes me feel better. And then there's one to get out of the shower too, which is great. So, you know what? It doesn't matter. Sometimes you need help and it's okay to get help. That is what I have learned from this. I'm a very independent person, but sometimes you just need some help. So anyway, yeah, where was I going with that? I don't remember. Anyway, so, yeah, so I do, like I said, I do try and get up every hour and do some moving around because I need to get my strength up. Last night, Friday evening, I should say, it was 4 o'clock. My mom actually drove me over to Michael's Arts and Crafts because I can't drive for another 3 or 4 months possibly. Plus my car is not starting, which is great. So there's a hefty bill that's going to be coming, I'm sure. It's probably just the battery and it probably just needs to be jumped, but because it hasn't moved since July. But, well, my husband's gotten into it. He would go once a week and start it and then back it up and down the driveway a couple times. But it hasn't properly been driven since July. So it does need an oil change. It's going to need, I needed this before I went into hospital. It needs new brakes. It needs new tires. It's going to need a complete tune-up before I drive it again. So we're putting money aside for that. And in the meantime, if I can start driving before we have the money together to fix my car, I can drive my mom's if I need to because she doesn't drive as often. So hopefully I'll be able to start doing that in the new year, which will be great because I kind of miss just getting behind the wheel and driving somewhere. But I am nowhere near have the strength to do that right now. So anyway, she drove me over to Michael's Arts and Crafts because I needed some colors for my cross stitch. And so I picked up those. So I went into Michael's by myself. I was masked. There were not a lot of people there because it was a Thursday at 4 o'clock and picked up what I needed and left the store, sanitized, washed my hands as soon as I got home, all the things. And yeah, so anyway, I'm rambling at the beginning of this vlog. Oh, I forgot. I knew there was something I wanted to mention. So some of you asked when I did my Friday Reads video last week, and I know this is going to be coming quite a bit later, but I wanted to give you guys the update. So when I did a video early, was it beginning of November? November 3rd. I did kind of like a little update video, I guess. And I mentioned my friend Rick, who I met in hospital. My brother, my transplant brother, as we're calling each other. I am his transplant. I'm his new little sister, and he's my older brother, my new older brother. So the day I filmed that video, so I filmed that video as I was editing that video, mentioning to please pray for Rick because he had, he's the sweetest guy. And as I was editing that video, he sent me a text that he had his heart. Here I'm going to cry again. I'm going to cry in every video, like going forward. So before the video was even posted, he had a heart. And he went in for surgery that day. I've been in talk with him since. We've been texting and stuff on, WhatsApp. And he's doing fantastic. He's up and moving around a bit. He had part of the same issue that I had, where they nicked his lung a little bit. They did that with me too, which is why I'm still sounds like I might be a bit short of breath, but I had an infection that still needs to work its way completely out. I am taking medication for that. Yeah, so he's having that. I haven't seen him. I was there at the hospital on Thursday, but I was kind of in a bit of a rush because they were changing my medications, they were doing this, and then I wanted to get out of the city before rush hour hit, so I couldn't go see him, and he understood. He's like, don't worry about it. But I'm going to be back next week or the week after, and he'll still probably be there, so I'm going to go see him then, and then we can always get together, we can text, we can video call, we can, whatever. So I've made a lifelong friend, new family member, basically. When you go through something like this with someone, it really does cement a friendship and a relationship. He's the sweetest guy. More than a few years. I think he's in his early 50s. I'm 45 for those of you who don't know. I think he's 52 or something like that. So, yeah, and his wife is just delightful. And he's met Garrett, and and he's also congenital, which means he was born with the heart condition, same as I was. So that adds an extra layer of understanding. He was a sick kid's baby as well. He had his surgeries at sick kids. We have this history in common that only someone else who's gone through what you've gone through can understand. And it's pretty cool. So anyway, I am super, super happy, and I wanted to update you guys. I forgot to do that yesterday when I did my Friday reads. So I do apologize. And yeah, so there's your update. Anyway, okay, this first clip is going to be 20 minutes long. So let me get into what I'm currently reading, and then I will show you guys my crafts that I'm working on, and then I'll sign off for the day, and I'll check in again tomorrow. So I am currently actually reading 3 books. As of yesterday, I was reading 2. Now I'm reading 3. Because I was looking on NetGalley, and I have a lot of NetGalley books that I need to look at. Some of them I'm out for a while, and sorry to the publishers, I will get to them. But right now, as I mentioned, I am reading The Scandalous Widow by Elizabeth Rolls, which is a Harlequin historical novel. I'm 50% of the way through it right now, and I am loving this book. I talked about it in my Friday reads. It's about a woman who is a widow, and she has a bit of a scandalous past before she got married, and even though she's a lady, she's Lady Hartley, she's not really accepted in polite society because of her scandalous behavior. She had an affair with somebody, I don't think she was married, but it might have been after her husband died. I can't remember now what it said in the book. But anyway, so she had this relationship, and now she's kind of her brother wrote this strongly worded letter to the whole family saying what a horrible person she was. He actually called her the B word in this letter. And, none of the family accepts her anymore, kind of. And then her brother's solicitor contacts her because her nieces have nowhere to go. They're going to be sent to an orphanage. Her brother passed away. She didn't know he had died. and she ends up taking them in. And it's the relationship between her and Hugo, who is the solicitor or the lawyer. And it's delightful. I am loving this book so much. Unless something drastically changes, you guys, in all honesty, I can see this being like a 4.5 to a 5-star read. It is so good. I am absolutely loving every word of it. And this is a brand new release. I think it's a November release from Harlequin. So I will update you guys. I will finish it this week for sure. The other one I'm currently reading is Spring at Saddle Run by Dolores Fossen. This is the first book in the Last Ride Texas series. I'm about 40% of the way through this book. And as I mentioned, I had been listening to it on audio and I wasn't loving the narration on it. So I've actually switched back to reading it on my Kindle because I do have a Kindle copy of it. And I am really enjoying it. I like it so much better without the audio because I just really could not get behind the narration. So this is about a couple who, or two people, they're both widows. Their spouses died together in a car accident. Well, presumably having an affair with each other. It's not guaranteed, but that seems to be what has happened. And the two of them are thrown together by circumstance. He has a 13-year-old daughter, and she's kind of helping his daughter, kind of navigate womanhood. She's 13. She has some questions. She does have an aunt, but, and it's a very small town romance. And it seems like a lot of interweaving, like Millie, who's our female lead, her brother was married to Joe, who's the male lead in this book's sister. So they're kind of sort of family. I don't want to say family because they're not family because of anyway, but that seems to be what it's going to be. And I think the second book is actually her brother and former sister, something like that, their story. I don't know, but I am looking forward to it. It's Dolores Fossen. She writes such great cowboy romances, and I am really enjoying this one. And then I picked up another book this morning, and that is called The Marriage Jinx by, let me make sure I get the author right here, Krista. Let me do this. Hold on. Bear with. Krista Norman? Krista Norman. So this is the first book in the Love at Abbotsford series. And the reason I'm reading this one is because I actually got the fourth book from NetGalley. This came out back in August. So the fourth book came out back in August. The thing is, though, is that I just got it from NetGalley, yesterday. So that's not my fault that it came out 4 months ago or 3 months ago. But I am really trying to be that person now who reads series in order. So there's a good chance that a lot of the NetGalley books I get to are not going to be for a while because I'm trying to read series in order. So I'm not reading the first 3 books back to back to back. I'm going to throw other books in between and eventually get to the 4th book. But I'm reading this one first. So I'm glad I am reading this series in order. I know. I can hear you, Storm. I can hear you. Okay? Okay. Let's just leave it at that. So, she's laughing right now, I'm sure. Storm over at Storm Reads. And anyway, so it's basically the series. It's a 4-book series about 4 best friends in this small town in Michigan. And, there's in the prologue of this book, they do the pact where they decide, the 4 of them, that they're not going to get married till they're after 30. Because, so many of their classmates got married right out of high school and they're all getting divorced and they all have babies and it's a whole big thing. And they're like, no, we're going to all stay single until we're 30. There was some, some of them were not completely behind the whole thing, but agreed to do it with the other girls. So this is Penny's story. And she has just gotten fired from her job in Grand Rapids and she is coming back to Abbotsford and she has just been hired at this farm, kind of doing the office admin, I guess. And the owner is the guy that she had a crush on in high school. And that's going to be the basis of this story. I'm already about 14% of the way through it. It's a quicker read. The first book is available on, it's free on Kindle. And then the other 3 books, the next 3 books, 2, 3, and 4, are available on Kobo Plus if you wanted to read them that way, if you have that subscription service, which I do. So I'm going to be able to read all of them for free, and I don't have to read it on NetGalley because sometimes they're not formatted nicely, and it just ruins the reading experience for me. So that's the one bonus of not getting to some of these books until after they're published. Because sometimes the reading experience on NetGalley sometimes can be not the greatest because of the formatting. So anyway, so I have started that one as well, and I will keep you guys updated on my thoughts on that one. The next thing that I want to show you guys was my crafting. So I picked back up my cross stitch. As I mentioned, I went to Michael's and I picked up some floss that I needed. So I am working on a piece right now called Festive Frosted Cottage? No. Something cottage. Basically, I'll put a picture of it up here, what the finished piece is going to look like. This is by the Witchy Stitcher, and I love this piece so much. So I really did miss Halloween this year, to be completely honest. I was really out of it for the whole month of October. As October's my favorite month, and now is even higher ranked as my favorite month, because of reasons which you guys are more than aware of. And I really wanted like some sort of like spooky season. So this one, it's like a spooky cottage, but it's decorated up for Christmas. So I'm getting into the Christmas season, still kind of being a little Halloween-y. So this is how far I am so far. Working on the house itself, that's going to be a ghost. That's, you know, part of the holly, I guess, around the windows. And yeah, so I am really, really enjoying working on this one. Unfortunately, the one problem I'm finding, because I have not cross-stitched since July, I think it was since July, is that one of the medications does cause, I don't know if you guys can see that, I have a slight tremor to my hands, and it's more pronounced the later in the day that it gets, like if I get more tired and stuff like that, but it's both hands. I actually have this shake. Like they told me, they said it is caused by the medication. There's nothing really much that we can do about it. Eventually, a lot of these medications that I'm on are going to be changed, and it's going to make a difference. But for right now, I'm a little bit slower at stitching than I used to be. And I just have to take that into account, that I'm not as quick as I used to be. So I will continue to work on that, and I'll show you guys updates of that as we go on through the week. And the other thing, of course, I'm working on a pair of socks. So these are my Hocus Pocus socks. These are my Halloween socks, which obviously did not get done for Halloween, but I'm going to get them done before I'm allowed to start my Christmas socks, because I may have bought Christmas yarn. And when it comes in the mail, I will show you guys. So this is what the sock looks like so far. This is from, the yarn is called Hocus Pocus, and it's from a company called, where's the card? Nope, that's not it. What is it? That's the same thing. Where did I put it? Do I not have it in here? Oh no, I don't. That's strange. I'll leave the company name right here. They are amazing. She has amazing colorways. And this one was on Instagram, and I saw it, and I had to have it. So originally I was going to do this as a pattern sock. I was going to do Hermione's Everyday Sock Pattern, which is a free pattern for socks. And basically, so like it's a 4-row repeat pattern. For those of you who don't knit, this is going to mean nothing to you. But the first row is a knit 3, purl 1. The second row is a knit row. The third row is a knit 1, purl 1, knit 3. So basically you're just kind of doing that knit 1 or knit 3, purl 1, shifting it ever so slightly. And then the fourth row is a knit row again. You can find the whole pattern on Ravelry. It is free. But I was doing that pattern, and I started doing the pattern. But because of how colorful this yarn is, like look at this, you guys. It was losing, like you weren't seeing the pretty yarn. It was just getting muddled. So I ripped it out and I restarted the sock, and I'm just doing a basic knit sock, knitting every row, which is, it's great mindless knitting. It's great television knitting, and I love it, but you're really seeing the yarn, and that's what I wanted. But I love how you're almost getting a striped effect. Isn't that awesome? I'm absolutely loving it. So these are great. I cannot wait to get them finished. So this is only the first sock. So I put my little Golden Girl stitch marker here. I think that's Rose. Yeah, it's Rose. I put my little Golden Girl stitch marker there. So as I show you guys the socks throughout the week, you'll see how much more I'm doing on them. And yeah, so that is that. That's really all I have to share right now, you guys. I think that's enough. We're 20 minutes in, and it's only the first clip. So welcome back to the vlogs, you guys. I will try and get B-roll of the cats and stuff like that. And if I do go to the hospital for appointments, I'll try and get some little stuff about that too. But as it stands, it's mostly going to be about what I'm reading and stuff like that. But like I think I said, there's not going to be any reviews in these videos of the books that I finish. I'm going to do a separate video on Sunday. So you guys are going to see this next Saturday. So on Sunday, I'm going to do an update, like a weekly reads video of everything that I finished this week. So yeah. Anyway, guys, that is it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye, guys. Hi BookTube! Happy Sunday. Today is the 10th. Is it the 10th of November? It's the 10th of November. It is just after noon, like it's 12:15, and I'm actually going to go down and probably have my lunch in about 45 minutes. I not slept in this morning. I actually haven't been sleeping that great over the last few days, like since I've been back from hospital. I think it's because for the 2 weeks prior to that while I was sick, I was sleeping so much that my body is now like, okay, you're like sleeped out, like, you know. So I haven't been going to bed. Like, I've been scrolling my phone till like 2 in the morning, and that's not good. And then I'm like up at like 8 or 9. So what I gotta do is I gotta set my phone up to not allow me into any apps after like 11 o'clock at night. And then hopefully I can start getting some proper sleep and stuff like that. I am tired, but I don't want to lay down and sleep because I don't want to mess up my schedule. So anyway, it's a thing. So, let me see. What did I have to tell you guys today? I'm going to give you a reading update. Don't have much of a craft update. A little bit of health update stuff. I got a message this morning from my nurse, my transplant nurse, transplant coordinator nurse or whatever. And, the good news is that my biopsy, the risk came back low, which is fantastic. They have decreased one of my medications by, like, I was taking 30 milligrams. I'm now taking 25 a day, which is not a huge difference, but it's still lowering the medication. And I don't have to go back for another biopsy for 2 more weeks. Yay! That made me the most excited. I'm like, this is going to be the longest that I have not been in a hospital in like 4 months. So I am super, super stoked. They'll get back to me in the next week or so with my actual appointment, but it's 2 weeks. So maybe not, like, obviously not this Monday, next Monday maybe, or next Thursday. I don't know. So I am super, super excited. I'm very happy about that. So anyway, one of the things that I did yesterday afternoon was that I was kind of like looking around and doing some stuff, and I have 6 e-readers in total. I have 3 Kindles and 3 Kobos, and I'm reading 2 Kindle books right now, so I decided to pull out a second Kindle and read 1 book on each. Now, you guys will remember from yesterday, which was just a few seconds ago for you, that I had said I was picking up a NetGalley book, and I had started it. And I got a couple chapters in it, and I was enjoying it. And then I got the thing that I've been looking at. I've been watching some BookTube videos, and I am behind, but I'm playing catch up. And Ollie is redoing the 100 book challenge, or the Read What You Own challenge. And I've just come to the realization, I haven't decided whether I'm going to participate in that or not, but I have come to the realization that I have way too freaking many books that I actually own that I need to read. Forget about NetGalley. I have decided to actually go ahead and delete my NetGalley account again. I did it once before, and it was such a freeing feeling, and I'm going to go ahead and do it again. Just canceling it. I know I was, given books by, I understand, but for my own mental health, in terms of my reading, it's gone. NetGalley's gone. I've deleted it. It's gone. Bye-bye. I will still probably read newer releases every now and then, but I am mostly a backlist kind of girl. So right now, what I decided to start doing was I've decided to start cataloging my books. Now, I have a program that I bought last year, and it's a web-based software, and it is called, I have my laptop open in front of me because I was playing around with it this morning. It is called My Books. It is CLZ.com. Let me close this off here. CLZ Books for the web. And it's a pretty cool website. So you can use it for books. You can use it for music, comic books if you're a comic book collector. Now, it is a paid-for software. So I did pay for it, but I believe it's a one-time purchase. And you can catalog as much or as little information as you want. Everything from how much the book cost you originally, when you've read it, if you've read it, blah, blah, blah. But instead of me cataloging my stuff on Goodreads or what have you, this is one central, place that I can put this stuff. Sorry, excuse me. So that's what I've been doing now. I'm starting with my digital books because getting up and walking is still a bit much for me. We are looking to hopefully move within the next year. So we have actually been packing like stuff that we don't need, stuff that's just stuff. And Garrett's been purging a lot. He did that a lot while I was in hospital. So the book room is actually going to start getting packed up. Now he's already filled, I think, 4 boxes with my Harlequin books. What I'm going to do is once I get through all my digital books, the books that I have on Kindle, Kobo, and Harlequin, then I'm going to move on to my physical books. And I'm going to have him drag in a box at a time. And I'm going to go through the box, catalog the books, put them back in the box. And I'm going to make a note on the software that it's in box 1 or box 2. So in case I do actually want to read it, I can. And I know where to find it. So that's kind of my way of doing this. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. So I started it yesterday. I mean, I am just making the smallest dent at this point. But I just own so many books, digitally and physically, that I do not need another way to get books, i.e. NetGalley. So anyway, that is that. So let me show you guys what I am currently reading. So I am currently reading still. I'm about 60% now of the way through The Scandalous Widow by Elizabeth Rolls. I talked about this one yesterday. I'm still loving it. It's a delightful book. So I've got my clear case on this one with my stickers. Love, love, love. And then, so this is the new Kindle Paperwhite. Not the Colorsoft. Colorsoft's not being released to Canada until 2025. Big mistake, Amazon. Big mistake. Although now seeing the reviews, I don't think I would have bought one. I'm much happier with my Kobo color, my Kobo Clara color. Say that 3 times fast. And then on my old Kindle, what was this? This is the Kindle Oasis. I do love the Oasis. I am reading Spring at Saddle Run by Dolores Fawson, the first book in the Last Ride series. And I'm about 55% of the way through this. And just last night when I was reading it, the chapter ended on like this kind of cliffhanger. And so I'm going to get back to this one in just a few minutes. I'm going to read like another few chapters of it, but it is really, really good. And I'm really enjoying it. We're getting more into what both of their spouses were potentially doing together when they died in that car wreck. And were they in fact having an affair or what? And I mean, not only is it this relationship between Millie and Joe, but now you're getting this like mystery, if you will, about this relationship between these two people, or, you know, what secrets they were hiding and stuff like that. So I think that's all very, very interesting. So anyway, that's what I'm currently reading. I do have a case for the Oasis, but I don't like the case that opens like a book. I've tried them. I try them every now and then. I have a bunch of them, but I'm just not a fan. I find it makes it more bulky. I wish you could get the clear case for the Oasis, but you can't, unfortunately. So that's a thing. But anyway, guys, a shorter clip today. Yeah, I'm going to fiddle with my phone, see if I can find a way to put it into sleep mode so it doesn't let me touch any buttons, you know, after 11 p.m. So maybe I can get some sleep. And yeah, anyway, guys, that is it. I will talk to you tomorrow. Take care and happy reading. Oh, I don't know why I'm ending this. I'm not ending it. Talk to you tomorrow, guys. Bye. All right, guys. You haven't seen these guys in a while. I have a Missy who's up here giving all the love and all the little love bites. She before I went into hospital, she would never, ever come up and sit with me. This is Garrett's girlfriend. No, don't bite me, you silly girl. But now, she's up here seeing me all the time, aren't you, pretty girl? Mrs. No Chin. Oh, she's a sweetheart. She's purring away. Wants all the attention and wants to bite me. No bites. Hi, friends. Happy Monday. Today is the 11th of November. It is Remembrance Day here in Canada, and I think is it Veterans Day in the U.S.? It's the same thing, that we're honoring our those who serve in the military. And yes, Canada does have a military. It's not that impressive, but we basically have Canadian geese. That is our military. They are vicious. But no, in all honesty, anyone who's served in any of the wars currently, in the past, thank you for your service. You know, if you're a family member of a serviceman, man or woman, thank you for your service as well. So yeah, that is today. Not much reading got done yesterday, to be completely honest, you guys. It is already the 11th, and I have not finished a book this month. So, and I have a huge TBR, so I need to get moving on that. But yesterday, I think I mentioned how tired I was. I wasn't sleeping that great. I did figure out how to set my phone. So at 11 o'clock, my phone completely grayed out and went to do not disturb mode until 7 o'clock this morning. So I couldn't touch it, and I crashed out last night. And I do wake up several times in the night. I've always done that. But yeah, I slept really well last night, and I'm still tired this morning. It's going to take some time. But I'll get back to my normal. So what else? I showered, which is why my hair, I'm freshly out of the shower. So, my nurse came by this morning. She changes some bandages and stuff like that I have. And this afternoon, after lunch, I have to go get blood work done. But the good news is that I got an email or a message from my transplant coordinator nurse. And she said that my biopsy from Thursday came back low risk, meaning there's no sign right now of rejection, which is fantastic. And I don't have to go back until the 25th of November, 2 weeks today. I have 2 weeks without having to go to the hospital. I am so excited. You guys have no idea how happy I am, considering how much time I've spent there in the last, 4 months. So anyway, yes, I'm super stoked about that. So I would like to get a book done today, one of the 2 that I'm reading. It'll probably be the historical novel, because it's the shorter of the 2, but that'll still be great. And I did get some book mail. I purchased some books, so I thought, I was originally going to do like a book haul, but I thought, you know what, I'm just going to include them in the vlogs because I really only bought 4 books, which is not that terribly exciting, but I still thought that I would share them with you guys. So let's go ahead and open these up. So I am ordering from Indigo. This is not from Amazon. I am trying, if I'm ordering physical books now, to order through Indigo, even though sometimes it might take a little bit longer to get the books because they're not necessarily in stock per se, the way they are on, Big Bad Amazon. And I'm not saying I dislike Amazon. It's got its issues. We all know this. We don't need to rehash it. Everybody else has already rehashed it. But the reason I prefer to order from Indigo is because I do have the Plum Plus card. So if I'm going to get a discount, I'm going to get a discount. So let's see here. Can I even open this? Oh, yes, there we go. So I've actually have 2 different shipments. The other one won't be here until next week. And I think one of the books is going to be delayed towards the end of the month. So that's fine. Not a big deal. I don't plan on reading it until December anyway. So I did go ahead and pick up some holiday books to read in December. That's my goal. So let me see here. Put this down. Is it bad? I don't remember what I ordered. So we have got, oh yes, okay, great. So we have got The Christmas Countdown by Holly Cassidy, author of The Christmas Wager. She's given up on love and fate, but fate has other plans. And he's got a cat. I mean, come on. So there it is. So let me put on my glasses so I can see. It says, Christmas is canceled on account of heartbreak, but 24 magical days just might save it. So it's like an Advent-y kind of book. So I'm very excited about this one. It looks super cute. I mean, anything Christmas in my book is fun. So yeah. I mean, yes, could I have gotten these on ebook? Yeah. But when I get a discount and the ebook is, with the discount, is about the same price, I'm going to buy the physical edition. And I love the cover of this one. The Holiday Honeymoon Switch by Julia McKay. So there we go. The holiday meets the unhoneymooners in this friends-swapping places romance that has it all. Mistletoe and makeouts plus sun, sand, and swoon. Holly Beach and Ivy Cassidy are bury-the-body besties. They're so in sync they even look alike. So when Holly's fiancé jilts her, leaving her in shock with a non-refundable honeymoon, Holly convinces Ivy to switch places. Holly will go on the Hawaiian honeymoon her best friend can't bear to take alone, while Holly escapes to Ivy's rented Hudson Valley cabin to marathon holiday movies and heal. But Holly's wallowing is interrupted when her rugged Airbnb host turns out to be her high school academic rival, who's had a major glow-up. Meanwhile, Ivy's, now Hawaiian, annual solo art retreat is upended when Holly's ex-fiancé checks into the honeymoon suite with a new woman. Raging and bedless, the last thing Ivy expects is for the hot hotel bartender to come to her rescue. Against all odds, this Christmas might prove to be the most magical yet. When I saw The Holiday Meets the Unhoneymooners, I'm like, yes, please. So I am very excited about this. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, I cannot wait to read it. So anyway, guys, that is it. I just wanted to share with you some book mail. And as I get stuff in that's book or book related, I'll probably just add them here to the vlogs because it just makes it fun. So anyway, guys, I am going to, what time is it? It's just after 12. I'm going to have lunch pretty soon and get ready to go see the vampires and get my blood taken. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Hi friends, happy Tuesday. Today is the 12th of November, and it is much later in the day than it normally would be. It's almost 7 o'clock at night, but I almost forgot to pop on here, and I'm glad I did because, guys, over the last 24 hours, I have finished 2 books. So yesterday, during Reading Sprints with Storm, it was kind of a last-minute decision thing for me to jump onto the sprints. I ended up finishing The Scandalous Widow by Elizabeth Rolls. I gave it 4.5 stars. Stay tuned on Sunday. I'll be doing my weekly wrap-up, and I'll give you guys all the deets on what I thought about it. And then just now, I finished reading Springtime at Saddle Run by Dolores Fawson. I gave that one 4 stars. So very enjoyable. So yeah, so that's my reading update. Yesterday, last night just before bed, I did start reading The Christmas Bargain by Lisa Carter, which is a love-inspired novel. And so far I'm enjoying it. It is a relationship of convenience, sort of like like he's doing her a favor, she's doing him a favor kind of an idea. So yeah, I'm about 25% of the way through that one now, and I'm really enjoying it. And I do plan on picking up a cozy mystery next as well, which I'll probably be listening to on audio. I actually did finish off, even though I had a complaint about the male narrator, I kind of got used to it, and I did end up finishing off Springtime at Saddle Run on audio, because I've really been enjoying cross-stitching in the afternoons, and I like having the audiobook to listen to, so that's been quite delightful. So I do have some happy mail I thought I would show you guys. This is going to be a very short clip today. I don't have a lot to share, but I did get another Indigo order came in. So let me go ahead and open this up. The last book, because I ordered 4 books. Sorry, hold on. Before I try and talk over ripping of tape. I did order 4 books, but the 4th one is delayed and it will not be here for another week or so, I guess. So that's okay. I'm not reading it till December anyway, so that's fine. So let me go ahead and open this up. Dun, 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 dun. So, as I mentioned to you guys, I deleted my NetGalley account. I actually did that as soon as I finished filming that clip the other day. But I did have some books on there that I still wanted to read. Unfortunately, this one had already been archived, so I couldn't get it. So I decided to go ahead and buy the, ebook edition. But the issue is that, again, for a couple more dollars with my, and to get some points, I might as well get the physical book. So I ordered The Slowest Burn by Sarah Chamberlain. I actually hope to get to this one this month. Sometimes the perfect recipe just needs a little extra heat. Isn't that gorgeous? Obviously takes place in San Francisco. Ellie's life is neat and tidy, and that's exactly how she wants it. Really, a top ghostwriter for celebrity cookbooks. She was widowed 3 years ago and has no interest in taking chances. Not on writing her own cookbook, not on telling her still grieving in-laws she wants to move out, and certainly not dating, which is about as intimidating as a recipe with 50 steps. So obviously, a widow story. I am very excited about this one. I think it's going to be really, really good. So yeah, so I did order that one. And the other thing I got is not bookish, but it is me, because I am the bookish knitter. And I got my Christmas yarn in the mail. Now, I already opened this to look at it, so I was showing my mom. But these are going to be my Christmas socks. So this is the same indie dyer, independent yarn dyer, that I have my Hocus Pocus socks on that I'm working on right now. So this colorway is gorgeous. It's called Merry & Bright. Be Merry & Bright, excuse me. And Arcane Fiberworks is the company name. I will link them below. Pretty cool symbol, eh? But there it is. So she basically, what she does is she takes like photographs and she does colorways based on those photographs. So this one I think was like a tree or something. If I can find it, I'll stick it right up here so you guys can see the inspiration photo. But yeah, these are going to be my Christmas socks for this year. So I'm very, very excited. I think that's just so lovely. So yay on that one. So I got to finish off the Halloween ones so I can get started on the Christmas socks. But anyway, you guys, that is it. Shorter clip today. I hope that you enjoyed it. I got some footage of Missy the other day. I'll try and get some footage of the other cats just to break this up a little bit for you guys. I feel good today. I'm trying to remember when I talked to you yesterday. I don't think I mentioned it, but yesterday, well, I had to go get blood work. I think I mentioned that. After the blood work, my mom took me over to this like local like place because I had a craving for a smoothie. So I got out of the car and I was stepping up on the curb, which is like, what, that high? And my one leg is a bit weaker than the other still. And I stepped with the wrong leg and I collapsed. Now I didn't fall and hit my head. Nothing at all like that. But I just basically, like, it's like my legs just gave out from underneath me and I just fell on my butt. And I was embarrassed. Like, for one thing, I mean, I should be pretty able-bodied, but thankfully there was a nice gentleman inside the store who came out and helped me up because my mom wouldn't have been able to help me stand back up. And because I need something to like grasp onto, like I'm sitting in a chair right now. So when I stand up from this chair, I can't just stand up with my legs. I don't have the strength yet in my legs. So I have to use my arms to push myself up. But when you're sitting on a completely flat surface, there's no give. There's nothing to help me push myself up, right? So luckily this gentleman came to the store and basically helped me up. And it wasn't until like later last night that I started to feel like the pain. Like my butt was sore. I fell into concrete. Let's be realistic. So I did take a couple Tylenol last night and my back's still a little sore today. But that's just old age. I'm fine. It's not the first time this has happened. It's the first time it's happened outside. It happened in here in this room. I was bending over to get something like off the floor and I didn't have a hand on the wall, which I should have. And I, again, just fell on my butt. It's not like I'm like falling down the stairs, but it's still, you know, at least here in the room, I was able to kind of crawl over to the ottoman or the little blanket box that we have and pull myself up. But on the ground, there's not much you can do outside. So I just have to remember going forward to be a bit more careful. That's all. Sorry, guys. Presley's acting a little weird. So I'm going to sign off and I'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys. My current visitors tonight, we have Mr. George sleeping on the electric blanket, which I did turn on, which he is very happy about. Aren't you, Mr. George? Our sweet little ginger. And then we've got the Holy Terror, Miss Missy, who's like literally in the middle of the bed and will not let me have any space. Will you, ma'am? And last but not least, sorry for flying you guys around the room, Master Presley. Hey, Pressapoo. In his chair like the king he is. Hi, guys. Happy Thursday. Today is what day is it today? It is the 14th of November, and it's about 3 o'clock almost in the afternoon. I am exhausted for some reason today. I did shower a little bit ago, so that always does take a little bit out of me. Yeah, I think I might have a little nap after I film this. But I haven't, so I finished, did I tell you guys I finished Spring at Saddle Run by Dolores Foss, and I gave it 4 stars. I'll talk about that on Sunday. I think I already did tell you guys that, because I didn't film anything yesterday. I didn't really have anything to share yesterday. So I am currently reading 6 Sweets Under by Sarah Fox. I'm about 35% of the way through that one right now. And I am also about almost 60% of the way through The Christmas Bargain by Lisa Carter, both of which I am enjoying very, very much. So I do have some mail that came in. One thing is bookish. 2 things are not. One of them I don't even know what it is because I didn't order it. Somebody sent it to me and I don't know who. So whatever, we're going to open some packages. So always very interesting with mail. So this first one I know what it is, and I literally ordered this just a few days ago. So there's a content creator on YouTube that I actually, not YouTube. She is on, I found her on Instagram and I absolutely love her. Her name on Instagram is Applesauce and ADHD, and she does these aggressive tutorials like for foodstuffs. She's hilarious. She is a mom, mom of 2. She's a stay-at-home mom of 2, and she's unapologetically, you know, like, she's wonderful. And even though I don't have kids and I don't cook as much as she does, I just love watching her content because she's so realistic. So anyway, she has merch, and I wanted to support and get some merchandise, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to pick up. And then in a more recent video, I saw her wearing this shirt, and I said, that's the shirt that I need, because now with my transplant, one of the most important things that I can do and that people around me can do is wash your hands. Every single time, if you're, you know, cooking, eating, coming in the house, you know, obviously the big ones like using the bathroom and stuff like that, wash your hands. And she has a phrase that she always uses every time she cooks. And, you know, like if she handles, like she says, if you handle raw meat, wash your effing hands. And that's exactly what she says. And that's exactly what the shirt says. Although the F word is actually spelled out. So I am not going to show that. I'm going to try and hide that. But yeah, so, sorry. That is the shirt. And I love it. So, yay, I like the purple color. So I will not wear this out. This will be a wear in the house only. But even though she means it for cooking, I really, really loved it for the phrase because it's definitely important. It's something that, you know, for someone with a low immunity can make a big difference. You know, not just me doing it, but other people doing it too, right? So yeah, so I saw that and I had to get it. And it was, I'm super, super happy. So yeah, so that is awesome. So the next thing is that, yes, I rejoined Book of the Month. If you cancel and you wait a few months, they let you rejoin for $9.99. And that's exactly what I did. So, I was looking at this month's selections for November and I saw this one book and I saw, I think a couple other people had gotten it too on BookTube and it looked really cute. It's not my usual type of book, but it just sounded really cute. And I thought, let's see if, it's something that for, you know, that I will find interesting. Because it does, like I said, it did sound good. So let me just open up the box here. Oh, and it's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous. I think this is her debut. The Teller of Small Fortunes by Julie Leong. Look at how gorgeous that is. The cat sold me, of course. Oh, mine's all scratched up. That's unfortunate. A wandering fortune teller finds an unexpected family in this warm and wonderful debut fantasy. Tao is an immigrant fortune teller traveling between villages with just her trusty mule for company. She tells only small fortunes, whether it will hail next week, which boy will the barmaid will kiss, when the cow will calve. She knows from bitter experience that big fortunes come with big consequences. Even if it's a lonely life, it's better than the one she left behind. But a small fortune unexpectedly becomes something more when a semi-reformed thief and an ex-mercenary recruit her into their desperate search for a lost child. Soon they're joined by a baker with a need for adventure and, of course, a slightly magical cat. It sounds delightful. This will probably be a read in the new year, January, maybe even February. But, yeah, the cover sold me. It's just so, so cute. So that's that. And then the last thing, like I said, is something that I did not order. I have a feeling it was one of my friends who sent this to me, like my friends in real life. So let me open it, and we shall see exactly what is in here. So this comes from a place called the Tea House in London, Ontario. So let's see here. I hope there's a note, because that would be lovely. All right, there we go. Trusty scissors. Oh, there is a note. Yay! Okay, what's it say? Dear Sarah, this parcel is sent to you. Oh, from Lynn. Oh, my friend Lynn. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you, Lynn. 20 years from the Tea House. Let me see what this is. Ooh. Look at how pretty. 12 Teas of Christmas, limited edition herbal teas. Oh, Lynn, thank you so much. I'm going to have to send her a message. Oh, that is so sweet. Let's see. Oh, so I've got 12 teas now for my, what's going to be my homemade advent calendar. Oh, this is very exciting. Oh, wow, this is packaged beautifully. I almost don't want to... Look at that. Almost don't want to tear into it. Okay, so they're numbered. Oh, that is lovely. Oh my goodness. Okay. So we have our first 12. I just need to create another 12. Oh, that's very, very exciting. Thank you so much, Lynn. She knew I was complaining about the David's Tea Advent Calendar, which is back in stock, by the way. So, but I'm still not ordering it because I refuse to spend that kind of money. That is my mantra now. I refuse to spend that kind of money on tea, on an advent calendar. So sorry, Davids. I love you and I will continue to order from you, but I will probably not be ordering the advent calendar again. So I'm going to put this back the way it was all set up because it's super, super pretty. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So thank you, Lynn. Yay! So there is my fun mail. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I will be back tomorrow with my final clip of the vlog. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. So now that Garrett's back at work, this one has become my new best friend. This one being Missy. She's currently on my lap, purring away, wanting all the attention. So forget about trying to do anything else when this face... How could you say no to this face? Hey, you're a pretty girl, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. Hi friends, just coming to with the final clip of the vlog. So I'm going to make this quick. I finished one more book this week, and that was The Christmas Bargain by Lisa Carter. Super cute story. It was a love-inspired romance. I gave it 4 stars. And before I go, this is going to be a very quick clip because I really don't have a lot to share with you guys. I thought I'd show you my crafting so you can see how far I got this week. So that's where I got to on my cross stitch. I will put up a picture here from the thumbnail that I took for the thumbnail so you guys can see where I was at the beginning. So I got quite a bit done this week. I'm pretty proud of myself. So I will work on this more next week. Or in the next vlog. And then my socks, I might actually put these on hold and move over to my Christmas ones so I can get my Christmas ones done in time, you know, for Christmas. So, but that is how far I got. So from where my little rose stitch marker is to there, that's how much I got knit on. So not a lot this week, but that is why I am thinking about just putting these ones on hold and then picking up or starting my Christmas one. So that might be what I'm going to do. Anyway, guys, that is all that I have for this video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you liked the vlogs back. And I will talk to you in my next one. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.